Hi, I'm Jen Hind, and I'm currently on an internship with First United Church and Emmanuel United Church in Waterloo. You know what I love about Disney stories? Is the way they hold the tension between pain and transformation. Like the Cinderella story, for example. We go on a journey with a young woman who's experiencing abuse and oppression, only to push through with determination and a little help from her fairy godmother. Stories like The Lion King or Bambi, for example. We go on a journey of devastating grief. The characters sort of run away for a bit. They find a community of trusted friends, companions. They start to develop a bit of a strength from that, and they start to find an acceptance of their circumstances, and then really begin to thrive as they own and understand their own value and their own worth. Our gospel story this week is the story of the encounter between Nicodemus and Jesus. And the author makes it really clear that Nicodemus is coming to Jesus after dark. So the author kind of sets the tone there that there's some caution and there's some danger. And, so Nicodemus, to set the context a bit, Nicodemus would be the person of privilege. He's well educated, he's a religious leader, he would probably be better dressed than most, more well-spoken. And so now he's coming to Jesus after dark. Well, it seems to me that maybe, he's worried for his reputation. So his reputation's at stake. And this encounter that they have is really interesting because Nicodemus is left with nothing but a lot of confusion and bewilderment. So he comes to Jesus seeking answers. And Jesus kind of just lays right into him, right? He's like, well, you've got to be born again, and you've got to be born from above, and you've got to be born of the Spirit. And it's like the wind, you can hear it, but you don't know where it comes from or where it goes. So it is with the Spirit. Poor Nicodemus is like scratching his head, thinking, what? And then end scene, he leaves, he's confused. Well, it's interesting that this is actually really a story about one man's transformation, because Nicodemus is the same guy who later sticks up for Jesus at his trial. And he is there helping the disciples bury Jesus' body after he dies. So something has happened, beginning with this confusion. And it's interesting because, Jesus never really gives us answers. He gives us stories, and he gives us parables, and he gives us metaphors. And it sort of leaves us in a place where we have nowhere to go but in. I have a lot of empathy, actually, for Nicodemus in this story because I'm currently in a place of internship, and a significant portion of the process of internship is self-reflection and introspection and going in and really discerning. I'm in a place of a very heavy discerning, what am I doing well? What am I not doing well? How am I living into my call and how am I not? And how am I getting in my own way? And it's confusing. And it's hard. The struggle is real. And, so I think I've been thinking a lot about how, I'm carrying this, there's a pain that comes from struggling with that confusion. And so I have a lot of empathy for Nick in this story. So we're in a time of Lent, and Lent is very much about this process of going inward and committing ourselves to a journey of asking ourselves, what needs to die in me in order to live abundantly? And it's not an easy journey. And so I think it's important, though, to engage in this process and not see it for just the pain that we're in now, but where it's taking us. Like I think about holy ground. What is holy ground? Well, I think about, at least right now, I'm thinking that holy ground is this place that where, if we allow it, that pain can become the midwife to our greatest joy. And so in this period of Lent, I pray that we can be gentle with ourselves. We can have compassion with ourselves. And we can journey with ourselves into a deeper understanding, a deeper awareness. And that's what I'm trying to do. And it's my prayer that perhaps you'll join me. Amen.